in a positive way. So it's great to see him utilizing the sport of MMA to better himself and to help with his disability.
I've seen a lot of.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida, our next bout of the evening is brought to you by House of Fame MMA Championships. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of professional MMA in the flyweight division. Your judges scoring at cage side, Barry Luxembourg, Michelle Olney, and Daniel Torres. Your referee in charge of the action, Josh Rutgers. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks. He weighed in at 125.5 pounds. His professional record, 1 win, 1 loss. Representing American Top Team Longwood from Fayetteville, North Carolina, here is Cleveland, El Uno McLean. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks. He weighed in at 124 pounds. His professional record, 1 win, 1 loss. Representing Team Assassin from Newport Richey, Florida, here is Abdiel, the Nightmare Velazquez.
So this fight is at 125, the flyweight division in MMA. On the left-hand side of your screen, Abdiel, El Uno McLean in the black trunks. And on the right-hand side of your trunks, in that famous position now made so famous by John Jones, where the fighter sits down and waits. Nope, does not offer a hand. He seemed very grumpy. McLean felt was very, very grumpy when he was in the weigh-ins, and you saw that attitude. He wouldn't touch gloves with Abdiel as well.
You know, obviously, I don't know if there's any bad blood between the two, and I don't imagine there is. But, you know, some fighters just naturally, if you're in front of them, you're in their way of their ultimate goal and destiny, and you are the enemy. So, therefore, they hate you. And I can understand that. I can appreciate it.
Oh, nice kick there from the Nightmare. Originally from Puerto Rico. And now taking it to McLean. Looking to free up that left leg, get him out.
If I were Abdiel, I would definitely try to put a little extra pressure on the head. Press my shoulder into the neck, of course, try to take away the breathing from Cleveland.
Trying to tip, a great job there from Abdiel.
There you go, back up on the feet.
Oh, nice knee there. Abdiel punishing Cleveland.
So far, Abdiel seems to be using all the assets of his attack, you know, and not just punches or elbows, but I mean, obviously, you know, using the ground game well, kicks. The old famous kick to the groin.
Yep, he was kicked. It was a delayed reaction, but he was absolutely kicked to the groin. I don't know if we'll get a look at that, but he was kicked to the groin, and it took him a couple seconds for the pain to radiate up. In reality, McLean did not have to stop. The referee did not stop the action, but McLean went back to his corner and then finally the referee did stop the action. Oh, Wayne ate that left coming in. I think that McLean thought he was hurt, but he wasn't. He came in really aggressively, and Abdiel punished him on the way in.
I've seen a lot of fighters make that mistake. They assume that one punch catches their opponent off guard, and they're done for, and they end up getting knocked out in the process themselves through a reaction shot. Abdiel should really utilize the underhooks right here right now and get while he has Cleveland up against cage.
Good poise being shown by Abdiel there. Oh, now McLean shoots a double and gets it. Good takedown there from McLean. What's the defense here for Abdiel?
Well, if I were Abdiel, obviously he's got the knee up in the body, and and obviously right now he's trying to create a lot of distance. Obviously he had the foot up in the hip. I mean, granted your options are limited when you're in the ground in this position, but obviously he wants to try. If I were him, try to center yourself away from the cage and get back to the center of the ring. Give yourself more room to maneuver and get back up to your feet. Because once you get pressed up against the cage, obviously you're pretty much done for. See him trying to utilize that foot in the hip.
Yep. Try to elevate McLean, give himself some room to maneuver. Now McLean doing a good job of getting up top, stacking Abdiel, putting some weight on him, stacking him up. Abdiel, like you said, trying to get some elevation now. Looks like gets a little bit of elevation.
There we go, kicking upwards. A lot of fighters sometimes forget when they're on their back, you can kick upwards. And I have actually seen guys on top get knocked out from an upward kick. Now, it doesn't happen often, but believe me, a foot to the face will often make you think twice about getting into your opponent's guard.
This show being produced by Fight Sports HD under the very able stewardship of Jared Ganem. We're glad he's here, doing a great job on the switching, great job on the camera work. Really excited to partner up with those guys. And the round is in the record books. A good one for, well, I tell you, I was gonna say McLean, but the first half of the round was good for Velazquez. How'd you score the opener?
I honestly, once again, a seesaw battle there, Jay, but again, in the eyes and the minds of the judges, I often think they kind of are influenced by how the round ends. And seeing how McLean was on top there, I think they're going to give that round to him, 10-9.
You just get a good look at that instance where McLean thought that Velazquez was hurt and bum rushed him, and Velazquez was able to get the left off, but in the end, McLean was able to get him up against that cage. So the bum rush did work eventually. Seconds out here in Jacksonville, Florida. A close round, but I think that Hawk and I both give this one our unofficial scorecard to McLean. Well, Velazquez was looking so good in the first half of the round, though. It could go either way. We'll see.
As we have all heard a million times, and we'll hear a million more, don't leave it in the hands of the judges.
Yep.
Both fighters feeling each other out again. Good stances. Both fighters seem to be, well, wait. Takedown attempt by McLean, and no longer attempt, and a successful attempt. There you go again. I would be trying to throw kicks up to the face of Cleveland if he had me on the ground.
Nice submission attempt there from Abdiel, but a good defense there by McLean. McLean now looking to take the back of Abdiel. Trying to pull him over into the choke. Into side control goes Abdiel. Oh, and he's got that arm pin. Crucifix. Crucifix.
If he can just get the other arm.
Oh, he almost had it. Good attempt there by Abdiel, and a great move there by McLean to get back to his feet. Good scrappy defense there from McLean.
I really have to give that to Abdiel to, reverse that takedown like that and end up on top. I mean, almost had that crucifix.
Golly, that was close. He's trying to compose it. Shooting the single now. This is good for Abdiel because he needs the takedown to finish off this round. He needs to be aggressive. He needs to take the fight to McLean.
Now Abdiel wants to switch his hips here a little bit, try to control Cleveland up against the cage. You know, now would be a great time to throw some knees to the body if I were Abdiel. Cleveland there, obviously having an advantage, being on top, side control. Love the fact that he's utilizing both punches and knees to the body. Really does a lot of damage to the opponent.
Good job there by Abdiel to compose the guard. Now trying to keep McLean from posturing up. Good job there from McLean to posture right out of that guard. That's the advantage of having your opponent piled up against the cage.
And as you can see there, Jay, he's got that left foot trapped underneath his armpit. So obviously really limiting Abdiel's options and what he can do to defend himself.
Yeah, so far Abdiel's just been lucky that he's been able to prevent damage. But he's tempting fate, allowing McLean to be up top here. And if nothing else, giving away a lot of points.
Yeah. Most of this action happened right in front of the judges. I mean, that's definitely not going to help sway their influence in Abdiel's favor. Still in his guard. I got to give Abdiel credit. He is doing, you know, a great job to keep Cleveland at bay. But unfortunately, as we said earlier tonight, you know, a good defense is a good offense.
That's right.
Simply keeping your opponent at bay is not going to win you the fight.
In reality, good defense is not a good defense when you really think about it, because you want to win the fight.
Attack, attack, attack. Defend if you must, but attack, attack, attack.
Right. Cleveland told us that boxing and MMA is his life. It helps keep him focused. He wants to be the best at 125 or 135. His best moment in MMA to date was winning his first fight. Now he's bringing it to Abdiel.
A lot of ground and pound there by Cleveland. And Abdiel trying to, oh, it looks like he's trying to hook the head, but just not at the right angle.
5 seconds to go in the round. 10 seconds, rather. And round number 2 is in the record books. A good one for Cleveland McLean. Taking a quick break. When we come back, round 3. And the third and final round here in Jacksonville, Florida, between Cleveland McLean and Abdiel Velazquez. A close first round, a convincing second round for Cleveland McLean. Velazquez has got to unbury himself and may have to stop McLean to win this fight.
You know, it's an unfortunate position, you know, but it does happen to fighters when they, and that's important when your corner can be honest to you, because when you are in the middle of a fight, it's a blur. You don't remember, you can't sit there and calculate this punch and that kick and feel to yourself, well, I think I'm winning. Never assume you're winning. Always assume you're down and go for it. And especially, that is what your corner is there to tell you and be honest with you and say, look, you are losing this fight. This is the last round. Go for it. Don't play it safe. Go for submissions. Go for the knockout. Do something. But leave it all in the cage. Don't sit there and play it safe. Otherwise, you're going home with a big, fat L.
It's why it's so important to be able to have that relationship with your fighter. If you're the trainer, to be able to tell them the truth. If the fighter has a big ego and doesn't want to hear any bad news, you're in trouble. You've got to be able to take that bad news and make the adjustment.
Ooh, vicious knee. Kind of like when a woman asks you if this dress makes me look fat, you know, but just all depends if it's your wife or not. You know, that's a bit of a unique situation.
Yeah. That's on a case-by-case basis.
Case-by-case basis.
Another takedown for McLean. Abdiel really starting to get into desperation, the desperation zone.
Good offense by Cleveland. He's got him pinned up against the cage again. I mean, really, you know, limiting Abdiel's ability to take the fight to him, but Abdiel is trying to get out of there. But so far, when you're pinned up against the cage, your options are limited.
Right. Surprised the ref hasn't broken him, because Abdiel's done a pretty good job now of stalling.
Well, seems to be a little bit of transition going on, but if nothing happens soon, if I were the ref, I would stand them back up.
Yeah, I'm not sure Abdiel can count on that. This ref has made it pretty clear he's allowing some pretty static action here, or inaction.
Abdiel's got to get his body up against the cage and slowly shimmy his body up and get up and get this fight standing again. Because I think it's apparently clear to not only you and I, but this audience and the judges that he is not going to win this fight on the ground.
We want to give a special shout out to Bill Cohn and Tom Benner of Florida Health Agency. Florida Health Agency will help you learn the new intricacies of healthcare, especially in the state of Florida. Their services are free. It costs you nothing. They'll help you learn what you need to do to become insured under Obamacare, and their services are free. The big thing to know is if you don't get insured next year, you will be penalized 2% of your income, which is about what it'll cost you to get insured. So you might as well go get your health insurance and protect your life at the same time. Check them out. Florida Health Agency. They are there for you. Check them out online, floridahealthagency.com. Another special shout out to PGRX, the best of nutraceuticals. Check them out online as well, pgrx.com. Two of our very fine sponsors among many here at the UFA Network, United Fight Alliance. Glad you joined us. Jay Adams alongside Hawk Yunkins. This is a 125 fight. It has been all Cleveland McLean, and the referee is the most generous referee I've seen in a long time. This referee has let the action.
Oh, elbow to the back of the head there. That could cost Cleveland.
He could be disqualified. Oh, wow, and Abdiel is in really bad pain. He's going to lose at least 1 point. Cleveland McLean, what, me? It wasn't me. What did I do?
It wasn't me.
You can't touch the ref either. He needs to be really careful.
Very careful. That could have ended the fight right there.
Yep. You do not touch the ref. To see if we could take another look at that elbow when the truck has a chance. We'd like to take a look at that elbow. Abdiel will be given all the time he needs to recover. Yeah, he looks like he's about to throw up. He is in bad pain. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if this fight continues or if Cleveland McLean gets disqualified. Frank Gentile has stepped into the cage. When we come back, we will know more. Please stay with us. We're on a break. I didn't see it. Damn it.
It came like right there.
Really? Social media guy, all you young guys. All the young guys always thinking of you. I gotta get these guys to do a steady body. Hey, yeah, they're real shaky, Paris. Okay, all right. You're right, Paris. Way shaky.
Oh, this is going to be a horrible way for this fight then. I'd say this, I don't know, I think this fight's going to be over.
There's no way he's fighting. No way he's gonna. So what happens in this case?
I imagine they're going to call it a DQ. Obviously, it would have been like, I think an eye poke or whatnot. And then they might have given the fight to...
Show it again. Show it again. Keep showing it. Keep showing it. Oh yeah, that's illegal, bro. That's way illegal. That's illegal, bro. Is that okay?
Yeah, that should be fine. We need 2 more?
Yeah, it's over.
Bobby.
Fight's over. I don't know if it's TKO or...
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for both fighters, please? Ladies and gentlemen, from Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida, your referee in charge, Josh Rutgers, calls a halt to the bout at 4 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 3 due to an illegal elbow strike to the back of the head. Your winner by disqualification, Abdiel, the Nightmare Velazquez.